All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the future site of the Innovation Hub. We are so excited to start moving some dirt and building this building. Thank you guys so much for coming out today, braving the cold. It's actually sunny, has not been sunny all day. We appreciate each and every one of you. I'm Chris Schneider. I'm the Assistant Director for College, Career, and Technical Education for Williamson County. 3 years ago, we were at a CTE directors meeting, and there was an announcement for the Innovative School Models Grant. The Innovative School Models Grant was presented as a change agent for the state of Tennessee to be innovative in the way that we school our students. We already have a very successful blueprint of a district-wide building behind us in the EIC. Students come here every day and learn to build a business and become young entrepreneurs. While we were at that meeting, Jeremy looked at me and said, "We're gonna build something." So me, being who I am, started digging into the rules of the grant, and I said, "Jeremy, we can only use 10% of the funds to build." Jeremy wanted to use 100% to build. And sometimes you have to break the rules to start a fire, and a fire we are starting. We got approval from the Tennessee Department of Education to build the building, so it's being built at zero cost to taxpayers, and it's based on the 4 pillars of the ISM grant. The grant is intentional about reimagining the modes of learning, the use of space, the time, and engaging with industry partners. I believe the Innovation Hub is going to do just that. We have had tons and tons of conversations with different industry partners about joining forces and doing what's best for our students. We've talked with post-secondary institutions about increasing our students' enrollment with them when it's appropriate. We've spoken to our parents and students about what they wanted to have as far as programming. All of the conversations have formed this Innovation Hub. We're opening in the fall of 2026. The Innovation Hub will have the following programs with our partners. We'll have aviation flight with partners like Hawkins Flight Academy, the Nashville Airport Authority, and MTSU. Heavy machine technology and electrical power generation with Thompson Caterpillar and the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. Hospitality and tourism management with Columbia State Community College, Halifax Hospitality, the Harpeth Hotel, and Visit Franklin. And we'll also have cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. Beginning next fall, we are actually starting a fire management program with the City of Franklin. All of these discussions have been focused on what's best for our students. Today's a win for our school district. Today starts the legacy of the Innovation Hub. And it's not about disrupting the current state of education, but we're creating a whole new type of education. Tying industry partnerships and real-world activities together, we'll have future problem solvers, critical thinkers, and entrepreneurs. We are so thankful for you. Being here means more than you know. So now I want to turn it over to Jason Golden, who supports us in all that we do when we have some crazy ideas, and we appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jason Golden.
Thank you all, and thank you, Chris. I can't help it. I always have to move microphones when I get up here, for those of you who know me. I'm Jason Golden, Superintendent of Schools for Williamson County Schools. And I first want to welcome and thank some of our board members who are here. Board members, if you would, please stand up when I call your name. Ms. Donna Clements, Tanya Hibma, Claire Reeves, Eric Welch, and our board chair, Josh Brown. I want to thank you, board members, for your leadership. So often I think about school board members and their role as elected officials. In so many ways, they're the closest to the community in the work that they do. And I'm going to hold on to this microphone, Chris, in the work that they do. So thank you all. Chris gave you a little bit of a detail of the work that led to where we are today for our groundbreaking. And y'all, as I think about this, it's been close to 20 years since Williamson County School has done a groundbreaking. But it's not been close to 20 years since we did some work on the ground here at Williamson County. We've gone through a lot of growth. And really, for so many of our new construction projects, it really just became routine with that growth that we were experiencing in the past 20 years. It's not routine this time, y'all. This is different. This is really a big deal. I want to take just a minute, to give you a picture of what we have here in Williamson County with our college and career technical education that's special. I'm going to share a couple of bits of data that I think may give you that picture of where we are in Williamson County. And I think many of you might hold that traditional belief that college and career technical education is only for students who aren't going to college. And we know that's not true. And we know that that's especially not true here in Williamson County. So let me give you a couple of data points. 84% of last year's graduating class in Williamson County Schools went straight to college, 84%. Around the state, that's somewhere around 56, 57% statewide, 84% here in Williamson County. 4,600 of our high school students, about 14,000 total high school students, 4,600 of them have taken 3 or more college and career technical education classes. 4,600, 3 or more CTE classes. Over 13,000 advanced placement courses have been taken just last year among our students. So I want you to visualize that large number of students going to college, that large number of students taking AP classes, combined with that large number of students taking college and career technical education classes. What we do here in Williamson County is open doors for students, and it's not one or the other. It's making sure that our students have those opportunities. And we're driven by that in this way as well. We know that the largest family of courses that students take at the collegiate level are courses in business school. We are opening doors for our students with the work they do here in our college and career technical education programs to have those opportunities at college and in business. So you heard Chris Schneider mention our Entrepreneurship and Innovation Center, our EIC, that's right behind you. This is a repurposed building that 50 years ago was our Votech building, that 10, 20 years ago was Columbia State's Williamson County campus. We were able to repurpose that for our Entrepreneurship Center, where students from all of our high schools come and take entrepreneur classes. They are able to develop their own businesses. They are able to get advice from local business people on issues like marketing, all the way to patents and everything in between, as they work on finding a way to grow a business. And one of the neat things that they've done in growing those businesses is sometimes they fail. It's rare that you hear a school administrator talk about it's good that someone fails. But we have found that our students at the EIC have been able to fail forward. Operating a business, finding that it doesn't quite work, finding a way to pivot. This Innovation Hub is our next step that we found our community needs to go even beyond what we've done with our Entrepreneurship Center. So as Chris mentioned, our plan here for the Entrepreneurship Center and our Innovation Hub was data-driven by our community. We found that those items and those programs that Chris Schneider mentioned were those programs that combined for community need and student interest. Hospitality, aviation, heavy equipment machinery, electrical energy development. Those are the kinds of programs that our community needs. Those are the kinds of programs that our students are interested in. The innovation you're going to see here is we are finding more opportunities for our students to grow and develop here in high school, hit that next stage, and come and contribute to our community. I'm so proud of what we're doing. Dr. Qualls, Jeremy, Chris, I'm so proud of the work you've done in leading this. School board members, I'm proud of the support that you've been giving us to do those things, to move that next step, to help our students to have that next step up. Whether it's taking those AP classes so they're a little bit ahead of their peers when they go to college, or these programs here, or a combination of those programs so that they can grow. Business folks, thank you for your support. Thank you so many of you for being part of our Entrepreneurship Center. We look forward to the relationships that we are building now with our new business partners to grow our students here in Williamson County. With that, Chris, I gotta say, I don't know who I'm supposed to introduce. I am introducing our mayor, our county mayor, Mr. Rogers Anderson. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jason. I'll remember you didn't remember me when budget time comes up. So again, I want to say thank you to commissioners, and I know there's probably some I can't see for the sun. If you're a county commissioner, would you simply raise your hand, or if you're other elected official? I know we got the mayor of Franklin here, State Representative Bolso, probably got several others. Let's all give them a hand. And Mayor of Fairview. On my part, the county commission, this land was owned and controlled by the county commission. Directly behind me was our old animal shelter, which we built a new one on the other side of McHatcher, a beautiful facility. And Jeremy and Jason came to me and said, could we repurpose this land one more time, as we did with the automobile body shop that was here 25, 30 years ago, that many of the people my age went through and learned how to do auto mechanics and paint and et cetera and et cetera. And we took a little piece of that land and built our animal center back in the 80s. And now we're repurposing this land one more time for this opportunity we have to take the next generation of young people and teach them a skill set. No matter where I go across the state, giving talks, meeting with other mayors, the central theme is a workforce. How do we develop our children? How can we get our boys and girls to that next level so that they can go into the workforce? And this is one opportunity that will allow that to happen. In getting my thoughts together earlier this morning, I was thinking back in the 80s and 90s, we took a journey, we took a risk, we took a gamble to develop our public schools in a way that all of us would be proud of them. Develop a school that said we wanted better outcomes. We have those now. It's going to be gratifying to look back on these two buildings and the teachers and the instructors and the leadership of the school board and many others to see how those young people turn out and how we're perfecting job quality with great outcomes for them to enter into the workforce. This is very much needed in our community. So thank you for letting me say a few words, and to the school board and Jason, thanks for your innovation. Jeremy and Chris, hang in there. I know it'll be some ups and downs, but it'll all be worth it 5 and 10 and 20 years when we see these young people getting good, solid jobs and helping our business community. It's my pleasure to introduce Matt Largent, the president and CEO of Williamson Inc. He has a few words to say. And let me say what Matt is doing in our community is broadening our umbrella so that we can touch as many businesses and entrepreneurs in our community as possible. I am very proud to speak very highly of what Matt's doing and has continued to do in his efforts. Thank you, Matt.
Well, thank you, Rogers, for saying that. I really appreciate that. And you know, you've been a mentor for me ever since I've been here, gosh, almost 20 years ago now in the region. As Rogers said, I'm Matt Largent, President and CEO of Williamson Inc., the county's Chamber of Commerce and Office of Economic Development. And a couple weeks ago, we took a group of people to the Salt Lake region, and I was struck throughout that trip when so many community and civic leaders talked about making decisions today that would resonate 30 years from now. That was really their focus, was these 30-year decisions, and this is clearly one of those 30-year decisions, Jason and Jeremy, that's really going to pay off not just for our region, but for the students that actually get a chance to go through this. In the last couple trips we've taken, whether it was Phoenix or it was the Dallas region, we visited places like this. In Mesa, Arizona, had the largest, welding shop in the state. I remember seeing what we saw from an aviation standpoint in the Dallas region. So we're taking exactly what we saw these other places do and putting it right here in Williamson County for our students today, for the careers they'll have tomorrow. And you know, it really is an honor that we get to play any kind of role in connecting the business and education community. And I've got a daughter at Page High who's in the engineering program, and I know the experiences she has here will set her apart from her peers as she looks to have a career somewhere across the globe. That's the great thing about Williamson County Schools. It prepares students for careers across the globe, and not a lot of public school districts in America can say that. And we're so lucky, as Roger said, people who invested in the schools decades ago, we're reaping the benefits today. And the best thing we can do to sustain the kind of economy we've got is invest in our public school system. So I'm thrilled we're able to play just a small role in this. It's really exciting. This project's going to be phenomenal for this area, for these students. And again, thanks for letting me be a part of this. And as I get a chance to introduce our next speaker, I want to say it was a few months ago, I texted Jeremy and I said, tell me who your best partner is when it comes to projects that involve the private sector, or projects that involve other partners. And he said, Daryl Lampley at Columbia State. Daryl has been such a joy for our team to get a chance to work with. He's done an amazing job at Columbia State, really connecting industry with the community college and really creating a rich, diverse economic asset that we get a chance to tap into. So Daryl, thank you for everything you've done for this community. And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to the mic.
Thank you, Matt. Columbia State is really excited about this project. We see it as an opportunity to extend and expand the great partnership we have with Williamson County Schools. A few stats. 42% of all the students for every campus at Columbia State come from Williamson County. Over 70% of the dual enrollment students that Columbia State has come from Williamson County. We're very pleased that one of our programs, Hospitality and Tourism, is going to be one of the centerpieces for this program. And we're happy to provide coursework to supplement the other programs here. It's been my pleasure over the last few years to work with Williamson County Schools, and especially with Dr. Qualls and his outstanding team at the CCTE. In fact, I've worked so closely with Dr. Qualls that we've been accused of being brothers separated at the hips. I can assure you that there's no DNA evidence to support that, but we do share some common passions about education: student success, innovation in teaching and learning, and preparing students to be work-ready as graduates. So, without further ado, the man of the hour, my partner in crime, my brother in education, Dr. Jeremy Qualls.
Appreciate you. Well, everything's already been said. I'm greatly appreciative and humbled and honored to share this stage with my friends and colleagues behind me. I have a lot of thank yous that I'm going to have to go through, so you're going to have to indulge me on this, because this is a day that we've been looking for 3 years now. 3 years ago that this ISM grant was dropped, like Chris said. I remember going to my friend, Candy Collier, that works with the Tennessee Department. I said, I've got to have a Zoom with you. We've got to fix this 10%. We want to go 100% on the build. And she said that was in the spirit of really what it was to do. I said, why you make it so difficult on us then? Give us the 100%. And laughingly so, after about a good hour meeting, we decided this is the route that we wanted to go. A friend and mentor, Kobe Juvenaville of MTSU, once told me that innovation, the definition of innovation, are those that go first. And we are the first and the only ones to be building with the ISM grant, and I'm happy to announce that today in the programs that we are doing. This project is something that will change the trajectory of students for years to come, and we feel it's best use of funds for our community and county. The hub will be a launch point, a connection point, and a networking point for post-secondary institutions, community members, industry partners, and students of Williamson County. A place where students, adults, mentors will either begin or complete a journey, and where they expand their portfolios of skills and networks regardless of what pathways they choose. This, coupled with the rigorous academics that we have here in WCS, we will arm our students with the most powerful tools to be successful in the future and develop tomorrow's workforce. If you'll just bear with me for just a moment, I'm going to go down this list of thank yous. Today is indicative of our team and everybody that showed up here. I cannot thank you enough. I know I'm going to miss somebody, and if I do, please forgive me. But I want to first and say thank you, blanket, to everybody here. Thank you for showing up. It means the world to our team. I call our team the pirate ship for a reason. I went out, I got what I felt was the best team possible to help pull off some of these crazy ideas. And it couldn't be done without this team of Chris Snyder, starting first and foremost with me on this project. She keeps me grounded. I'll say a crazy idea, and she's like, yeah, we can't do that, or yes, let's go get it done. Paula Chilton, who helps me run the EIC, Jen Cleaver, Eric Harvey, Kim Taylor, Brayton Hargrove, Thomas Herbert, all of our 140 CTE teachers, Matt Hill. I'm greatly appreciative of our CTE department and the work that they do every single day. Thankful for Brian King, his department, Eric Gardner, who likes to tell me no a lot that we can't do this on the build, but I'm going to keep pushing him anyways, and I appreciate him helping us out. Tim McNeese, Phil Fulmer, operations staff, and IT team at WCS. Fletch and his safety security team, thank you for all the help. Superintendent Golden and his unwavering support of every crazy idea that we bring to the table, and the board behind him. Dr. Lee Weld, Willie Dickerson, Heather Hayes, I can't say thank you enough. They are my sounding board. They are our support team. They do everything to help all of our secondary education, and they always support our crazy ideas. Thank you very much. To the two that paved the way for me, Dr. Dave Allen, Dr. Julie Oyer, thank you very much for setting CT up here in WCS and paving that pathway. Maria Griego and the Student Support Services Department that will work very closely with us to give that demographic an opportunity as well in the workforce. Carol Birdsong and her communications department, thank you for everything that you guys do. Dana Osbrooks. My friend Darren Joins. Darren Joins followed me as district athletic director. We have a conversation every morning at 8 o'clock, and all the crazy ideas start there. Thank you very much, my friend. Franklin Special School District, Dr. Snowden, Mary Decker, thank you very much for partnering on this project with us. They will start the Intro to Aviation program. They started it this year. They will be getting high school credit in the 8th grade at Franklin Special and feed into this facility. Matt Largen and his team at Williamson Inc. Matt, I can't say enough. Matt is our biggest cheerleaders, always and often. I'm thankful for our friendship and everything that you do. Mayor Rogers Anderson, this conversation started with axe throwing a long time ago, my friend, and I appreciate what you've done, and Mayor Ken Moore along with him. Governor Lee allocated $500 million for this vision to be seen, and I greatly appreciate his foresight in that. TDOE, Commissioner Lizette Reynolds as well, Deb Knoll, Candy Collier, and Adam Brewer of the TDOE and the CTE team. Jim and Will Cross of Oversight. Y'all have got a tough job of keeping me straight. I appreciate what you do. All of our EIC mentors, Bell Construction, Eric Powell, Tyler Powell, Klein and Sweeney, Bart. Bart's got a tough job as well. Bart just keep telling me every time we go through the architectural drawings, you don't have enough money. You don't have enough money. I appreciate him keeping us grounded as well. Our partners, Dr. Lampley, I could stand here all day. You know what you mean to me and the whole entire Columbia State community. Tiffany Lewis, Dr. Moran, and President Smith. Doug Krulin, B&A. Justin Foster of Harpeth Hotel and his staff here today. Hitesh Patel, Halifax Hospitality. Jason Allen, Pinnacle South. Mike and Matt of Hawkins Flight Academy, that's going to help us with our aviation program. Pete Grandjean and staff at MTSU, thank you for being a post-secondary partner in this project. Cheryl Sanders, Laura Travis of TCAT Dixon will also be a part of this. Thompson Caterpillar. I don't know even where to begin with Devin Capps and what Thompson Caterpillar means to this program. This looks like a big sandbox out here today with all these Tonka trucks and things around us. I had 30-minute conversation with Mark McDonald, the CEO of Thompson Caterpillar, and within 30 minutes he said, we're in. I cannot say thank you enough, and I can't also tell you how many times I got told no on this project. And for them to say the first yes, I was like, really? And they're like, yes, we want to do it. So Devin, thank you very much. Thompson Caterpillar means the world to us in this project, and we are going to help the workforce development and funnel kids to Thompson Caterpillar. Thank you. And Andrew Zorn with you. Jordan Berry and team at Harbor and Union. I actually went to our representation of Senator Jack Johnson, Representative Sam Whitson, and Jake McCallum 3 years ago, unrolled this plan, and they said, let's go and do this. You have our full support. I appreciate them. Senator Bill Haggerty in his office has also been integral in this and have visited with us. Thank you for that. My friend Matt Brown, Chase Harper, thank you for being friends and being a sounding board on all of this. I want to close with this. I get often asked by my colleagues and directors around the state, why are you doing this? Do you realize the work that is involved in doing this. It's so hard. And I always return this question with the answer of saying, my father, who was a longtime educator and commissioner of education under Governor Ned Ray McWhorter's term, gave me, when I got my first administration job, a desk, a small desk. He said, son, if you always keep your focus on this desk with students in mind, you'll never make the bad choice. So my reply to when they ask why, I always say, why not? Because it's the best for the Williamson County student population and for our community. I thank you very much for being here today. It means the world to us. At this time, I would like to call up our board that is here, please, and Superintendent Golden over to our sign for the unveiling of the official build sign. That means we're kicking it off. I expect Bell Construction to start scraping this place immediately as soon as it's over. Before we start this, I missed one important name. Chief Johnson, staff, HR staff at City of Franklin, thank you very much for what you've done on this program, too. I apologize for missing you on that. Without further ado, let's count this down from 3. Are we ready? Are we ready? From 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's break some ground. So if our panel could make their way towards the shovels, there are a few of you that I guess we've not told you ahead of time. We're going to ask you to come up, be a part of our initial picture. Board members, if you would please step up here. Chairman Josh Brown. Yep. Yes, sir. It's going to get a little crowded, so we have to share. Sharing is caring. Yes, thank you. Miss Donna Clemens, Mr. Eric Welch, Miss Tanya Himba, Miss Claire Reeves, the Columbia State President, Dr. Janet Smith, if you could come up. Peter Grandjean from Middle Tennessee State, come on up. And then we've got representation from our programs of study. From aviation, if we could have Mr. Mike and Matt from Hawkins Flight Academy. Chief Johnson from Franklin Fire Department. Mr. Devin Capps from Thompson Caterpillar. Hitesh Patel and Justin Foster for hospitality. So get your shovels, get your hard hats. And we're going to you're all a part of this now, for better or worse. Thank you so much. All right, let's give them a good countdown. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Yay!